Hello everyone, the artist I'm introducing today is Mullins. In this video, I'm going to simply introduce his career and a close reading on one of his signature pieces. For the last part of this video, I will do a demo for a quick sketch analyzing his technique. Can you imagine that before tablets and Cintiqs were invented, Mullins used a mouse to create beautiful digital works like this? Mullins is an illustrator who is known as the father of digital painting. He is one of the first artists that paints with Adobe Photoshop. He started to paint using Photoshop in the 1990s, which is earlier than any tablets and Cintiqs were produced. He used a mouse to paint for more than 10 years. He did concept arts for video games such as Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Dragon's Dogma. He is also highly involved in the film industry, such as Apollo 13, Alien, Jurassic Park, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. His digital works of art have the texture of oil painting but are done in computer programs. Before diving into his works, it is helpful to know Mullins' background as an artist of both traditional material and digital tools. At first, he started his art education in Art Center College of Design, majored in product design. After he graduated, he entered Ford as a designer. He also took commissions to do architecture design. He was introduced to digital tools during that time. He found that he had a great interest in illustration. So he went back to Art Center and got his second bachelor's degree for illustration in 1990. Since then, he went on the right track as an illustrator and ended up in the concept art industry. He started to use his knowledge to do digital painting in Photoshop. Most of his work was done digitally by the year of 1994. One of his signature works is this untitled piece that illustrates a scene of an army. Looking at the whole piece, it uses symmetrical composition to show the atmosphere of the army. Horizontal symmetrical composition usually gives the audience the feeling of seriousness and grandness. The general is putting one leg on the edge of the seat, looking at the front. The soldiers behind him are standing neatly and well trained. In this piece, by looking at the generals and the soldiers' poses as a visual clue, it feels like the troops are ready to go and are waiting for orders to go on an expedition. Also, the people in this scene are dressed up uniformly and cleanly, which indicates the country is wealthy and powerful. The color of this piece is saturated and bright. The theme color of this painting is red and light brown, especially the bright red. It is the most noticeable color in this piece. With a distinctive light and dark, the red color gives the viewer a positive and cheerful feeling. Overall, the color palette indicates that the army is going to have an overwhelming advantage in the coming fight. This piece is done in a photorealistic style. The viewer can see the elephant and the general is highly detailed. It did sensitive folds on the skin of the elephants and the fabric. Although the painting is detailed, it is not overly refined. If the viewers zoom into the picture, they can find there are only a few brushstrokes on the soldiers behind. Mullins stopped breaking down the details when he feels it is enough to show the form of the objects. It is a very efficient and effective way for a painting, which makes a breadth for the painting between details and color blocks. That is how he makes the painting come alive. Furthermore, this painting is based on the culture of war elephants. War elephants were used in a lot of ancient cultures, such as ancient China during the Shang dynasty. For this piece, by looking at the headkerchief of the soldiers, it is referred to Indian culture. But for the costume and the body type of the general, it is more likely to be referred to Mongolian culture in China. There are a few mixed culture elements in the same painting, but those elements don't fall apart. It is unified by the color, form, and composition. On the technical side for this painting, the viewer can clearly recognize the traditional techniques for oil painting. It is enriched by brushstrokes and hidden colors under the surface. Mullins take advantage of using digital tools. It is easier for digital painting to reach such saturation and brightness. However, he did not rely on some convenient tools of digital painting. A lot of artists rely on copy and paste when they are doing repetitive objects using digital tools. Mullins draws every single figure differently. Although it takes time for the viewer to notice that, it gives varieties of forms for the piece when people first see it. He found such a great balance between using traditional and digital techniques. Alright, for the rest of the video, I am going to take part of this piece he did for Assassin's Creed to do a demo using Photoshop and analyze his procedure of making digital art. This quick sketch I did is not very detailed, but it is a good way for us to study how a great artist works and make it our own knowledge by doing this repeatedly. Overall, Craig Mullins sees the potential of digital arts and adopts traditional techniques with developing technological tools. He initiated the era of digital painting by utilizing Photoshop. Therefore, by combining the traditions and technologies, Craig Mullins has become the iconic artist in the digital art industry with the emergence of digital entertainment art in the 1990s. That is about the digital artist Craig Mullins. Thank you for watching.